Well, it seems clear that Mercedes still have a long way to go before they are going to be fighting with Red Bull. Now, the Grand Prix was won, of course, by Red Bull. Max Verstappen heading out in front with his teammate short behind him. But it wasn't entirely a bad race for Mercedes. We had George Russell finishing not too bad on 6th place. He was a little bit behind, well, 40 seconds behind Max Verstappen, but he was working really hard. Lewis Hamilton was on a slightly longer strategy, and he ended up finishing 9th. And he has some choice words to say about the new Mercedes. He's seemed to hint that this is still problems from back in 2022-2023. He said the car is relatively good in the low speed and not so bad in the medium speed, but in the high speed we are miles off. This is what he told Sky Sports. It was like I was in a different category when I was going through the high speed between the other guys around me. It's frustrating for sure to be in 3 years in a row and almost the same position. It's definitely tough, but we will work to get our heads down and keep working away. I know everyone back at the factory is pushing as hard as they can. We've definitely got to make some big changes. We haven't made big enough changes, perhaps. If you look at the three teams ahead of us, they still have very different concept to where we are in some areas. So we've got some performance to add, that's for sure. Now it seems to me that obviously Mercedes are still struggling to try and get some more speed out of this car, and they obviously have not got the things just right like Red Bull have at the moment. You know, they just seem to be able to win races without even trying. That's what it seems like anyway. And so, you know, obviously you can see that Lewis Hamilton is frustrated. This could be something that he knew about before the season started. Obviously, he's very keen to keep involved with the team back at home and also in the race day as well. And he knows what the car's probably going to be like. So maybe he took the decision to move to Ferrari because he knew that things at Mercedes were not going to get better anytime soon. But does that mean that it's going to stay that way for the rest of the season, or do you think that things are going to improve for Mercedes? Let me know down in the comment section what you think. Do you think that it was inevitable that Mercedes were going to have another bad year, or do you think that actually they might be able to improve as season goes on and pull something out of the bag? Let me know down in the comment section.